Welcome everyone. So today I'm coming here with one of the speech I wrote back in 2019. The speech I intended to write to graduating class from colleges and universities in Africa because it was around May, going to June, people were graduating. So I thought, what would be the better way than just finding a message of encouragement and sharing some of these to graduating class for the 2019. But I believe the message is still valid today. So I'm not going to read word by word of this particular speech, but I will take some of the things I wrote over there and share to you and see how valid it is for today. And this can be even for people who are not graduating, people who are still at the university level doing their studies at the moment. So, as I said, I'm not going to be reading word by word because it's a very long speech, but I'll be able to mention some of these when I want to quote something from this particular speech. Okay, so the speech starts with Dear Graduating Class of 2019, but basically we are not in 2019 now, we are in 2021. We have the pandemic, life is different now before when I put the message prior the COVID-19. Welcome everyone, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EBM Scholars. If you haven't come across to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to my wonderful YouTube channel, where you'll be able to get some inspirational information about scholarships, information about immigration, how to go to another country, how to live and be able to succeed in other countries as immigrants, but also how can you be able to work in a professional setting as expert even within Africa or outside the continent of Africa. And talking to you direct from my home office here in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. This is EBM, everyone, Ernest Boniface Makulilo. So, in every speech I usually write, or in every book I write, for those who do not know, I'm also a book writer, I usually start writing with a very inspiring quotation, which I made a couple years ago. So, dear graduating class, I would like to start my speech with a quotation. As I've been saying, wherever I'm writing a book, I start with a quotation. And this quotation, I believe, usually is appropriate to many of you, because a lot of people usually think that in order to have impact of anything, they have to be so much rich, so much famous, all those kind of things. So the quotation is as follows. You don't need to be Steve Jobs or Oprah Winfrey to inspire people. You are inspiration to others in so many ways because you are God's masterpiece. That quote from Ernest B. Makulilo, which is myself. I don't know whether it's unfortunate or it's a great thing. Yeah. So, whether you got all F or you got all A's, it depends on how you are going to inspire people. How do you take your story to other people? So, basically, we all know that in order for someone to graduate a bachelor's degree, the person will be able to spend about 16 to 18 years, depending how did you start. Did you go to kindergarten? Did you go to pre-form 1? Those kind of things. Almost all those kind of things. Depending on the country, depending on the nature of the degree. If you went for the law program, you have to study maybe 4 years and you have to go to law school. All those kind of things, plus primary, plus secondary school. You add those will be 16 to 18 years. So, for the life expectancy in Africa, that is about half of your life, because the life expectancy is about 45, 48. So you have spent about 40, you have spent almost 16 to 18 years, nearby almost half of your life, depending on your life expectancy. So, what are you going to do for the rest of your second half of your life? And if you are going to be 60, that means it's extra time after 90 minutes of the soccer. We know soccer is 90 minutes. If is on the certain type of level of competition, they'll be able to add extra time, 30 more minutes, 15 and a half, 15 and a half. If you don't get that, you go to the penalties. So this is the life. Life is just like soccer. So while I congratulate you for graduating, you have to know that you are not the only one who has graduated from college. I graduated myself back in 2008 for my bachelor's degree at the University of Dar es Salaam with a bachelor's degree in political science and language studies. But for my case, it was different. I was not going to find a job because at the time I was doing my final exams, I had a ticket to come to America as a Fulbright scholar. This is U.S. ambassador by then, Mark Green. He used to be a member of congressman, before appointed to become U.S. ambassador in Tanzania. So I was doing the final exam. This was in June 2008. And this is the day we are saying goodbye to U.S. ambassador to come under the Fulbright Scholarship Program to teach Swahili and African culture at the U.S. universities. I was assigned to go to teach for 1 year at Marshall University here in the United States. So for me, it's a different situation. But the majority of you, while you are finishing your studies, you are looking for jobs, which is a very biggest mistake. There are other opportunities beyond the jobs. In most cases, you'll find so many people with the same degree, same grades, or even better grades than you, if you compare. And there are so many universities now. Number of graduates is high. And many African universities produce so many people, but there are no jobs in many countries, especially in Africa. The reason being, there are no bigger manufacturing sector or the nature of the economy itself. So many people are waiting for jobs. So you find someone is waiting for 2 years to find a job. So how do you get a job? How do you prepare yourself? So you have to do something on your own. So this is the speech is all about. Every opportunity will be coming across will require work experience. Many graduates, you spend most of the time just studying. While you are studying, you are supposed to be doing something else. You are studying journalism, start a blog. You are studying journalism, start a YouTube channel. You are doing finance, start doing finance. Start writing. You are political scientist. You study to become a political scientist, political science. Start volunteering. Start writing a column on national newspapers for free. Don't ask for money. Build a professional network. Some people who can be able to advise you. Some people can be your mentors. Some people who can be able to recommend you beyond your professors at the university level. No one is interested to employ someone who is 25, graduating from the college with a zero professional work experience. And when we say work experience, it can be paid or unpaid work experience. Do something for free, constantly, to invest on your credibility and your worth. This has worked to every successful person and has never proved me wrong. Never wait for the lucky or someone's sympathy to feel sorry for you because you have been waiting for a job or looking for jobs for 2 years. While you're even in high school, start doing volunteering. While you're in college, study hard. Start doing business. Starting doing something in your professional life. When you finish your bachelor's degree, you already have something. We know, for instance, blogs pay. We know for sure YouTube pays. Why can't you be able to do that? You are starting to become a teacher. While you are starting teach from your local schools around during some days off, start creating online content in your profession. The problem of you, when you think about YouTube, you only think about celebrity and gossip life. You don't think, just go and see YouTubers in America, for instance. Someone is a medical doctor, has a YouTube channel. Someone is a lawyer, has a YouTube channel. Someone is a mechanic, has a YouTube channel. Create professional content in your field. That will be able to do that. So, I know you are young and energetic. I'm going to read the last paragraph. Never waste your 18 or 16 to 18 years of education to just waiting for the employment, which is going to give you the salary of $400 to $600 per month. While you might be looking for employment Also, try to look for other modern ways of doing your own thing. You can think about how can you be able to invest in agriculture, animal keeping, small business opportunities, become entrepreneur, and so forth. The education you get is going to help you to solve problems in a very highest professional, high level compared to someone who didn't go to school. But education, it should not confine you into looking for employment only on your field. That if you start to become a teacher, don't wait for jobs to become just a teacher. That's why you are taught about doing a research. That means by using education, your knowledge going up to the university, you know how to do a research. When you hear maybe if you have to start agriculture, having the onions is having a very good profit, use your education to do a research before you jump in and start hearing from WhatsApp messages and you start doing the type of agriculture. Go and do research and invest your time. That's the difference between someone who is going to invest, someone who is educated versus someone who is not educated. Just listen to this chorus, which is from Alicia Keys and Jay-Z, from what they call the Empire State of Mind. And this is what I'm going to explain about what do we understand about the capitalism. The chorus says as follows. I'm not a very good singer. I have the worst voice you can ever imagine when it comes to singing. So that's why my two weaknesses in my life is singing and dancing. That's not me. But if I read the words, it says as follows. It was welcome to New York, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So in New York, the concrete jungle, whatever, where the dreams are made of, there is nothing you can't do. Obviously, you can't do in New York. You are in the New York, blah, 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 blah. This street will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, you are welcome, blah, 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 blah. New York. So that is that one. Why this chorus is very important, just go and listen to the entire lyrics from Jay-Z, The Empire State of Mind. New York, whatever, blah, 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 everywhere, right? All those kind of crazy things. The point is, we are talking about the beauty of capitalism. Yes, I agree with both Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. We do live in concrete jungle. And we don't live in the forest, we live in town, but still we are in the jungle. Look about the jungle. In the jungle, we have what we call big five animals. There is lion, there are all these elephants and all these big animals, but there are smaller animals. There is a little monkey, there is hyena, there is antelope, gazelle, or whatever, all the small animals, which their survival is very difficult. You can be eaten. So, but the good thing about capitalism is you are given the choice to choose. Do you want to be a little gazelle or do you want to be a lion? The choice is yours. There are so many opportunities there. So, but if you want to apply for scholarships and you are just going to apply for the sympathy, they say, write an essay, why should we give you scholarship? And you start, I'm orphan, while you are 25 years old, I'm orphan, please give me this scholarship. You have very bad GPA, your body, it's up to you. They are not going to give you because of feeling sorry and sympathy for you. You have to be competitive. You have to go there and get something. Don't wait something to come to you. Don't feel sorry. So that is the beauty of capitalism. There is a capitalist and there is proletariat. Capitalist is someone who has capital, controls things. Proletariat is the person who is a worker. You have nothing else than your labor force to offer to the capitalist. But you can choose to continue to be proletariat for the rest of your life or to be capitalist. Do you want to be a lion or do you want to be a gazelle or to be a little monkey to be eaten by the lion if it's going to chase after you? You have to choose that. When God created human being, he told the man, just go to the world. Didn't say go to Tanzania. Didn't say go to Burundi. Didn't say go to Kigoma. Didn't go to Meru in Kenya. Didn't go in Kumasi in Ghana. Didn't say go to KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa or go to Juba in Sudan. No. Just go to the world. Don't limit yourself and your education only to your country. That's why if you are educated, if you have good work experience, you can apply jobs and work, for instance, at the United Nations in New York. Those jobs, they are open to everybody. You can apply to become a UN expert or any agency, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. You can apply to become WHO. You can apply for the UNDP to go to work in other countries. So don't limit yourself when you're looking for jobs only your country. You can apply, go to become a United Nations volunteers who are paid more than the job you are having in your own country. There are scholarships. Find scholarships. Go, multiply, conquer the world. So all those kind of things you need to understand. That's why for myself, I don't say I'm very, very a successful person, but I'm thankful. While I was already, I knew what I want to do, very, very young age. I knew I want to come to America at a very, very age. At the age when I was in 5th grade, I planned to come to America. I know myself, oh, these people are just saying that way. But ask anybody who knows me since primary school, starting from standard 5, grade 5, when my plan was to go and live in America. If you read my book From Shito to Trumpland, the chapter 1 is called The Decision Year. And in this chapter 1, it says as follows. The decision year, 1994-1995. 3 important things happened between 1994-1995 in Kigoma, my hometown. They all made sense to me back then when I was just in 5th grade. I was just a 13-year-old boy, ambitious, determined, dedicated, and a true believer of everything is possible. Fast forward 23 years later, everything I dreamed of and planned at that moment connected today. This is the point where I agree with Steve Jobs that you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your guts, your destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the differences in my life. That is the part of the chapter 1 of my memoir, the book about my life. That's why you see on the picture here, I'm with the, Ambassador Mark Green in 2008 to come to America. But before doing the final exam, I knew I'm coming to America. In my 2nd year, going to 3rd year, I already applied for the program. I got it because I was so determined. I wonder why people nowadays don't use the internet in a right way. Back in the day, I was looking for these opportunities. We didn't have internet on our cell phone. We didn't have social media. You just go like now on Instagram, you post something, you hear someone is talking about inspiration or how the journey going to America or another country. We didn't have all those kind of things. This is the first week when I arrived in America for the orientation. This was at Stanford University, representing Tanzania. And that is my little flag, which I came up with. This was on was 4 days after arriving because I arrived on August 16th, and this was August 20th. This was in the year 2010, May 1st, 2010. You have to know what you want to do. I got married at the University of San Diego. There is a very beautiful Catholic church over there with my wife. Now, 2021, 11 years later, married with 3 kids. Benedict, who is 10 years old. This is my family. Benedict, 10 years old. Claire, 5. Faustina is 2. Even when you want to achieve certain things, I understand it will be okay for if you're in your country, but when you go to your other country, it's not a guarantee to have a success. There are things will be able to beat you down completely. That's why you want to make sure that others are going to succeed when you come here. The challenges we face, we don't want others to face. So if you are graduating, start telling other people, help other people also to get good grades. Go to your school, go to your village and talk to students. You are happy that you finish high school with straight A's. You are just what you call yourself is Tanzania 1, Kenyan 1. You have all 10 A's, 8 A's. Those A's mean nothing if you cannot translate those into practical support and helping others to be able to be successful. But if you don't, those are bookish things, don't help anybody. This is me when I joined the United States Navy, active duty. And that is when we are just arriving, on that one we are arriving in the port of Guam. And this one we are arriving in Australia. Why I joined the military? There are so many benefits. This is with me, with Benedict. This is in San Diego, California. This is the house I bought. One of the benefits I got from the US military, when we save, when you buy the house, you don't need to pay down payment. Down payment is almost about 20% of the worth or the price of the house, which makes many people not to be able to purchase the homes. How are you going to get 20, 40, 50,000 cash upfront to pay, depending on the price of the house, depending on the where you live? Because some places you can get maybe a $500,000 home. How do you get maybe 50,000? You can work. But if you join the military, this is the advantage. You can purchase the home $0 down. That's what I did. This is my hometown, Kigoma, where everything started. So the point I want to make is not the showing off. The point I want to make is, no matter where you come from, you have to know what are the tools of success. What are the ways you can be able to use to succeed? Follow that blueprint for others are using and be able to succeed. And when you succeed, it's not just you. How are you also going to help others to be able to succeed? So that is my message to you as a graduating class of 2021, 2020, the previous 2019, people you are in high school, you are in college. Start doing something now. Don't go to school to depend that after finishing I'm going to work. Yes, it's okay. That is part of it, part of the life. But why do you go to spend 16 years or 18 years just to get $400? 16 years for 400? That doesn't make sense. You have to find a way. Otherwise, you'll end up being upset for the rest of your life. So let me end up here. But remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember to share the videos. Remember to make sure that you use these opportunities which I'm posting on daily basis. They might be able to inspire you. They will be able to inspire others in one way or another to be able to do that. So thank you so much and have a nice day.